In the wake of the federal election, we have a new MP for Skeena Bulkley Valley, which marks a big change for the region. Conservative candidate Ellis Ross has been elected, having accrued about 47.8% of the vote and over 21,000 votes. Previous MP Taylor Bachrach of the NDP has since publicly stated that he gave Ellis a call to congratulate him on his win and welcomed him to his new position. Bachrach came second in the race with 39.3% of the vote and over 17,000 votes. This is the first time someone other than an NDP member won this riding since it was established in its current form back in 2004. Ross is also the first ever Indigenous person to win the riding, and with Tamara Davidson becoming the North Coast MLA this year, it's also the first time ever that the North Coast has had both an Indigenous MLA as well as an Indigenous MP. Ross stopped by the CFTK-TV studios today for a chat. He says he's ready to be the opposition.
Well, it's not new to me. I've been in opposition in the BC legislature for 7 years as an MLA. So I understand what the role is, but it still doesn't change my priorities in terms of what I wanted to see get done for BC and Canada, and especially for our riding.
We asked Ross what his main goals would be this term.
There's a lot of goals. Affordability is a big issue. The drugs is a crisis. In BC, it's been declared since 2016. I'm not a fan of the drug experiment that took place here in the last 3 years with the BC Liberal, not the BC Liberals, but the Liberals and NDP. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of the idea of not really doing something about the criminal element. The catch and release system has got to end. I mean, for the safety of our community, safety of our members. But really, it really comes down to drugs. But overall, 15 years ago, I decided that, to the best of my ability, I was not going to allow what happened to me as a young man happen to anybody else. I struggled as a young man trying to find a job. And if you can't get a job, you can't get a credit rating. You can't get a credit rating, you can't get a mortgage. So you can't buy a house. So when I found out that I was not unique in Canada as an Aboriginal growing up on reserve, and in fact many Aboriginals face this all across Canada, I decided I was going to commit myself to make sure that everybody has an opportunity at a good life. And a good life meaning independence and being able to basically build their own lives. And I still commit to that.